Have you ever noticed how some people seem to dislike you, even when you've done nothing to upset them? You might go out of your way to be friendly and polite, yet there's always someone who responds with a cold look or distant attitude. This reaction can feel puzzling and even hurtful. Why do some people seem to harbor negative feelings or even resentment toward us without a clear reason? This is a complex mystery that doesn't always have to do with what we say or do. Often, these negative emotions come from deep aspects of human psychology, such as hidden envy, personal insecurities, or misunderstandings that quietly grow over time. Understanding why people may develop negative feelings toward us isn't just an interesting question. It's essential for handling the challenges and conflicts we encounter in social interactions. In this video, we'll dive into 9 surprising reasons why others might harbor intense negative emotions toward us. These insights might open your eyes to dynamics you hadn't considered and help you see the relationships around you in a new light. But before we begin, I'd like to extend a heartfelt thank you for your amazing support. Making these videos brings me so much happiness, and reading your kind, thoughtful comments makes it even more fulfilling. I read every single one. If this is your first time here, please hit the like button and turn on notifications so YouTube can help more people like you discover this content. Now, let's begin this transformative journey together. Are you ready? 1. Envy and jealousy. One of the most common reasons someone might feel hostility toward you is envy or jealousy. These feelings can act like a poison in relationships, turning admiration into contempt and respect into resentment. Jealousy often comes up when someone sees something in you that they wish they had but feel they can't achieve. This feeling can be triggered by a range of things, from your professional success or personal achievements to qualities in your character or lifestyle. In many cases, envy and jealousy reflect a person's dissatisfaction with their own life. Instead of feeling inspired by your accomplishments or happy for your success, they might see your achievements as a reminder of their own perceived weaknesses or setbacks. Over time, this feeling can grow into resentment, leading them to quietly wish for your downfall to ease their frustration and discontent. The most damaging aspect of envy and jealousy is that it can lead people to gossip, spread rumors, or even try to harm your reputation to bring you down from the pedestal they've placed you on in their minds. It's essential to remember that envy and jealousy belong to the person feeling them, not to you. While it's easy to take others' hostility personally, keep in mind that you aren't responsible for their feelings of inadequacy or unhappiness. Your accomplishments shouldn't be minimized just because someone else is struggling with their inner turmoil. As Marcus Aurelius said, "Don't worry about things outside your control." Other people's envy and jealousy are clearly beyond your control, and Stoicism emphasizes the importance of focusing on what you can control: your own actions, thoughts, and responses. Understanding that envy and jealousy may underlie some people's hostility toward you can help you navigate these situations with greater clarity. Learning how to manage these emotions maturely and without letting them affect your inner peace is essential for staying focused on your personal and professional growth. 2. Misunderstandings and ineffective communication. Even minor misunderstandings can become seeds of deep and lasting resentment. Often, the problem lies in a gap between what someone means to say and how the other person interprets it. Misunderstandings can happen with a single misplaced word, a tone that comes off wrong, or even an unintended facial expression. These small communication errors can gradually build barriers, leading others to see you as distant, disrespectful, or even hostile, simply because of how they've interpreted your actions or words. Effective communication is essential in any relationship. Without it, conflicts and misunderstandings arise easily. Many negative feelings actually stem from an inability to clearly convey thoughts and emotions, creating space for misinterpretations. Additionally, a lack of active listening can add to this divide. When we fail to truly understand another person's perspective, it becomes easy to make wrong assumptions and judgments. Recognizing the role of misunderstandings and poor communication in creating negative emotions is important for avoiding unnecessary resentment. Strive for open, honest, and transparent communication in all interactions. Give others the benefit of the doubt and try to understand their viewpoint when there's a lack of clarity. By doing so, we can avoid unnecessary grievances and maintain healthier, more positive relationships. 3. Differences in fundamental values and beliefs. We live in a diverse world where each person is shaped by their own set of values and beliefs. When these values clash with those around them, it can ignite strong disagreements and even breed resentment. These differences in values aren't limited to politics or religion. They can show up in daily life, from opinions on work ethic and lifestyle choices to small details that seem trivial but matter deeply to the person holding them. When someone holds their values as the only right or superior way, they can quickly see anyone with a differing view as a threat. This defensive mindset builds walls, turning minor disagreements into deeper feelings of disdain. When people's beliefs are deeply rooted, any challenge to them may feel like a personal attack. As a result, these situations can escalate into conflicts about identity and worldview, where differences transform from simple disagreements into dividing barriers. Stoic philosophy emphasizes that our beliefs and values are products of our unique experiences and backgrounds. As Epictetus said, each of us is a product of our own upbringing and surroundings. Realizing that people have different values due to their own experiences can help us approach others with more tolerance and respect. Open dialogue, tolerance, and respect not only prevent resentment, but also enrich our understanding of the world. Accepting that not everyone shares our perspective and that this is entirely okay is an essential step toward peaceful coexistence in a pluralistic society. 4. The influence of rumors and gossip. One of the most powerful reasons people may harbor hatred toward you is the influence of gossip and third-party stories. Rumors, whether exaggerated or entirely false, can seriously harm your reputation, turning you into a villain in others' eyes before you even get a chance to explain. Gossip spreads like wildfire, seeping into social circles and creating distrust and suspicion. Once a rumor starts, it can take on a life of its own, twisting the truth and creating a false and negative image of you that's almost impossible to stop. Gossip often targets sensitive or negative aspects of your life or personality, intending to tear you down. Even if there's no truth to the rumors, people tend to believe them, especially when the gossip aligns with their biases or assumptions. The sensational, secretive nature of rumors makes them especially captivating, leading others to spread them quickly. The consequences of malicious gossip can be severe, leading to social isolation, broken relationships, and even serious impacts on your personal life and career. Hatred fueled by rumors is one of the hardest types of hostility to counter, because you're not dealing with reality, but rather with a distorted image of yourself created by others. The best response is to stay committed to the truth, uphold your integrity, and refuse to be swayed by negativity. Remember, your authenticity and transparency are the most powerful defenses against the poison of rumors. Staying true to yourself, trusting in your values, and focusing on your integrity are the best ways to dispel the lies and gradually restore others' perceptions of you. 5. Personal insecurities and projection. Personal insecurities are often hidden, but they can profoundly influence relationships and interactions. When individuals struggle to confront their own insecurities, these feelings may evolve into envy, resentment, and eventually even dislike toward others, especially those who seem more at ease with the qualities or achievements the insecure person lacks. Such insecurities can arise from various factors, like past traumatic experiences, feelings of failure, or constant comparisons with others. As the philosopher Seneca noted, insecurity often leads people to project their unresolved emotions onto others. This projection is more likely to target people who appear to embody qualities they feel they lack or deeply fear. For instance, if someone feels insecure about their career progression, they may easily develop resentment toward a colleague who seems to be excelling or receiving recognition in the same field. In this way, projection acts as a kind of psychological defense mechanism. It lets people avoid dealing with their feelings of inadequacy by focusing their negative energy on someone else, temporarily alleviating their discomfort. Unfortunately, this process can quickly spiral, leading the person to develop a deeper dislike for others who serve as a constant reminder of their own insecurities. This dynamic can be especially challenging if they see your achievements as a threat to their self-worth, making them feel diminished rather than motivated. They may start viewing your successes as a personal challenge rather than an inspiration, fostering a sense of hostility. Understanding that this hostility is rooted in their internal struggles can help you avoid taking it personally. Realizing that their negativity says more about them than about you can help you manage these interactions with a healthier perspective. Recognizing the connection between insecurity and projection is a crucial first step in responding with compassion and empathy, potentially fostering understanding and reducing the chances of needless misunderstandings and tension. 6. Lack of empathy and understanding. In an ideal world, empathy and understanding would shape every interaction. However, real-life encounters don't always unfold this way. A lack of empathy can be a deep-rooted cause of resentment, as people who struggle to understand or share others' feelings often misinterpret their intentions, creating an invisible wall that can escalate into hostility. Empathy is more than just feeling what others feel. It's about understanding others' motivations, values, and experiences. People lacking in empathy tend to see situations narrowly and react based on their assumptions, rather than making an effort to understand the full context. Instead of recognizing others' intentions or challenges, they may misinterpret actions or words as slights or personal attacks, which fuels negative feelings where none may actually exist. Without empathy, people tend to make rigid judgments and lack the tolerance needed to appreciate context. This often leads to unfair or shallow evaluations of others based on assumptions rather than deeper understanding, which makes resentment easy to take root. Those who are self-centered or narcissistic may struggle to acknowledge others' experiences or emotions. They may seem indifferent or even dismissive of others' successes or struggles, which can come across as hostility or disdain. This self-centered perspective can make others feel belittled or overlooked, which only strengthens the resentment. Recognizing that others' resentment might stem from a lack of empathy can help you handle these situations with a more balanced and understanding approach. In some cases, it may be possible to build a bridge of understanding. But when that's not feasible, protecting yourself from the emotional effects of others' hostility can preserve your peace of mind. 7. Competition or rivalry. Competition and rivalry are common across many areas of life, from workplaces to family settings to friendships. A certain degree of competition can drive self-improvement, but when rivalry intensifies beyond healthy limits, it can turn into resentment or even hostility. When competition becomes an obsession, it often reflects feelings of insecurity, jealousy, or unhealed grievances, which can lead someone to direct their energy not toward their own growth, but toward wanting to see others fail. This transformation from healthy competition to negative rivalry usually happens when someone feels consistently overshadowed or undervalued by someone else. Instead of allowing these feelings to motivate them toward their goals, they may become fixated on diminishing the other person. This sentiment can be even stronger if they believe the other's achievements or recognition are somehow undeserved, or if they feel that they should have received the same acknowledgement. The Roman emperor and philosopher Marcus Aurelius warned about the dangers of unchecked rivalry. He noted that when rivalry is left unaddressed, it can lead to unethical actions such as sabotage, defamation, or personal attacks. When winning becomes more important than maintaining character or ethics, people may engage in actions that are directly harmful to others, damaging relationships and ultimately their own integrity. Understanding rivalry as a source of resentment allows us to transform competition into collaboration, or to compete in a way that's healthy and respectful. It's important to remember that someone else's success doesn't lessen your own. There is enough room for everyone to achieve and thrive. Embracing this mindset helps to prevent rivalry from turning into blind resentment and enables a healthier, more fulfilling approach to life's challenges. 8. The influence of social expectations. Social expectations can lead to resentment, especially when someone perceives that you aren't following the rules or standards they value. Imagine living in a community with set cultural values and traditions. If you decide to follow a different path, pursuing an unconventional career, adopting a lifestyle that doesn't align with cultural norms, or forming relationships outside traditional expectations, some people may react with discomfort or even resentment. This resentment often isn't about you personally. It stems from the societal pressures and the fear of the unfamiliar. Your choices highlight the rigidity in their thinking, forcing them to confront contradictions in their beliefs, which can make them uncomfortable. It's crucial to remember that this life is yours to shape. Living authentically and following your own path is essential for your well-being, even if it challenges others' expectations. Living by others' standards may seem easier, but it often comes at the cost of personal happiness and self-expression. Embracing who you are and choosing to live a life that is true to yourself requires courage, but doing so ultimately leads to a more fulfilling, meaningful life. 9. The lack of recognition. Being overlooked or feeling unrecognized is one of the deepest roots of resentment in human relationships. We all want our efforts and achievements to be valued and acknowledged. When these contributions are consistently ignored, it can lead to a gradual buildup of bitterness, which can eventually turn into resentment. This is especially common in competitive environments, where the desire for recognition is high and praise can feel limited. Philosopher Epicurus noted that feeling underappreciated can be a seed of resentment, especially toward those who seem to receive more acknowledgement or validation. Recognition is deeply personal and can vary from person to person. Some people need acknowledgement to feel valued, while others might require less. By communicating openly and recognizing people's contributions, we can prevent resentment from taking root and foster more positive and balanced relationships. In closing, each of us is unique, with our own strengths, flaws, and personal paths to follow. The reasons someone may dislike you are often reflections of their own battles with insecurity, empathy, competition, or societal expectations. Knowing this can help you see these situations for what they are and protect your self-worth. Stay true to yourself. Live with integrity, kindness, and authenticity, and cherish those who respect and appreciate you for who you are. Thank you for joining this journey. I would love to hear your thoughts, challenges, or victories, so please leave a comment below to share your story. If you're not sure what to comment, type peacefulness to show that you've completed this session. Your engagement helps this community grow as we work toward wisdom and the art of turning challenges into opportunities.